Okay, got it. Let's have a look here if that's right. Yeah, that is right. Okay, let's start and continue our journey. Summoner. Resume. Let's bring the dead back. Oh, I'm here. Very nice. I see you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing our comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many deaths come quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one who we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to people, the sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with the sylphic traditions. Oh, bless her. Let's give her back. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can this one assist Walking One? Noraxia, but this one does not understand. Comuxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? This one have not requested further aid. Noraxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Noraxia, but many Walking One's friends have lost as well. Noraxia. Noraxia went to Thalan, and at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Noraxia at the end. Tell this one that Noraxia was brave. Tell this one that Noraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noraxia home, Walking One. This one also wished to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial One must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. This one would not have Noraxia death to be burned for naught. This one will fight. Oh my god. We thank you for your service to the Church and to the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Raloon. I'm not imagining it, Raloon. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It is as if I'm under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know it well. I know it. I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. We were attacked, weren't you? You unharmed, thank the gods. I knew it, he was watching me. But why was he watching me? Why did he want through with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Ilum must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It is important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend, that much thing should happen on our holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquise was make haste to come Dryborn at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperial comes.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn, and to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, I... Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you? Alfino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
But a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at least be found within our church. It defiles imagination. Beg your pardon, Raloon. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final fight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the Great Gobble Wall of Ulda. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Corteno. If true, the airship would have passed through the northern shroud, likely over Falgoat Float, the closest settlement to Korthas. Mayhap the Serpent stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journey for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the science. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Raloon. Is there aught I can assist you with, miss? The Enterprise, you speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? Aye, I needn't refer to the records. I know the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Korthas. What becomes of it after I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifold at Fullerton Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I'm unsure what it is you hope to accomplish though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. You have come in search of Vartefold, then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Cartano. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do not indeed remember that day. It was on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, the night of 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I ever seen spilled the night overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Cartano. The astrologians of the observatorium may have recorded which could help, but to obtain them, you... Oh, no. I would, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. Then, when Dalmund descended, they took shelter behind the gates, and even now they have little regard for the plight of other nations. Nevertheless, they may design to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to the House du Rendire, and what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? How absurd, as if we would permit an outsider to pursue the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Alone have mercy as you still here. You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We are stretched thin as it is. Anyways, the hells is that Knight has sent out on a patrol. He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds for the west with my missing men. You will know him by his uniforms. That's House Derundale as is mine. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death have mercy they didn't deserve. I pray the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much to rescue him. I see why I have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are proud people beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologian to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may pursue the records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edemel. Ah, the lady come in search of the airship. This is how highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovois be thinking? It is true that we maintain malicious records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to charge Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics, and they sympathize and lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek the audience with the Chief Astrologian for Lemont up above. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you're asking? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has reigned for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is the Holy Crusade, and we are arbiters of the hallowed will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help the foreign locate a missing airship, of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Falmont. I wish to speak with, with you regarding the recent... Oh, did I realize you had a guest? Inquisitor Gullimer, you honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durnendry Knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel in debt to you. I am told you seek an airship, last seen in the courtesan 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you to be best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Cortino. One moment you may feel as though you have firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden in the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark while we're traveling. Do not give in temptation and deviate from any course. I was not aware you aided House during deal in this fashion. Thank you, madame. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. You there, madame. I could not help but overhear a conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but I would require that you perform me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliff east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observation alone, despite the presence of the XIV in the vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, I would be a great comfort to me. What a relief to see someone other than the goddamn bedesmen. I thought I could finish my work while the X were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope that they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of House Durendaya cannot be seen in the company of unbeliever. Good day, madame. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by the unbeliever. Seth seems right for underestimating the dangers of knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate our airship. It may surprise you by that saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durendaya is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as if it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravenian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honored bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium records. That is just as well, for there are no other ways you might locate the missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portlane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The world of the Duradaya carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. You've caused quite a stay in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire somewhat for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but we have performed 2 acts. You would have me endorse you for the 3 high houses. It's only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Now, I understand you are eager to find your missing airship. Worry not. This task should be a woman of your skill, but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter found 4 Skyfire logs have ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On and off chance any portion of the shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to the house Hallinerate, further improving the chances that you indulge your request for aid. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God bless you, friend. It's all here, every last. But wait, the chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, was the personal property of Lord Francel too. Are you certain Krillian attempt was made to open it, but the log appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipment manifest, be my guest. Fury take me, a draconic rosary in the possession of Lord Francel. Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. The house Hale narrate is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitor immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Harley narrate. Your other introduction will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgarian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait till this matter is resolved. Of course. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Fassel is no heretic. He is a godly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Halstead for years prior to the calamity. You must go to the Scarfire Lock and warn him of a coming storm. The Inquisition are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Endelsweiss, and he will know you are a friend. Now go. Yes, you look like you have something to say, do you? What an odd thing to say. Did you perchance receive a blow to your head not long ago, or is it something quiet to show on jest? Oh yeah, it was this. Is that Elden Waste in your pocket? Are you happy to meet me? I see the Carilund has not forgotten my mother's favourite flower. A pity it has not been seen in the Cortizo since the calamity. You may seek freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall to of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconic rosary was not found in my possession, it was still considered to many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbour even a slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusation of our house has suffered of late. It is as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risked much by coming here. It's only proper that I recompensate you for your deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall not do my best to provide it. A missing airship. I see it might require a prolonged effort to locate your query. I shall direct you to one of the in a better position to assist you. Lord Hauchefand of House Four Temps, command the garrison camp Dragonhead. Present him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-travelled adventurer. If you come to pay over your respects, be at ease, friend. I'm not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray tell why you have come. Is there any justice in this world? These charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconvenience. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter of which you require assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Cortano before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it might prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to this event, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cortano, we were embodied in our own internal conflict at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share you with findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy your hospitality of the calm Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House of Four Thames. As you have doubtless realized now, the High House of Ishgard, House Four Thames included, are either unable to or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missive to the various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were make inquiries of your own. Lady Nina of mine own House Four Thames, who resides like in Cap Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travellers. There is also Cravelin of House Helionate, who can be found at Skyfire Logs. Though any information you pray from the scribe may prove difficult to praise. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of the house Drew Drain yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are friends of House Four Thames. Do not concern yourself with House Zamel. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three mentioned. I'll return to me when finished. Oh, why, hello, good madam. What is this? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one House Four Thames does, or if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic of everyone's lips these days is what will become of a young Lord Farcel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Halimerate have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Hello, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Houchfardler? I want to help you, I truly do, but this accusation of heresy have thrown House Halinerate into chaos. Right now we must focus on combining these charges and preserving our reputation. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Houchferrand's missive was positively glowing. But if you think that this endorsement is cause for me to disregard Isgarian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madame, and the enemy grows bolder any day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gulamir arrived in Cortano, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgarian society. If Lord Harchford wishes to waste this day chasing after a long-lost airship, then where is his choice? But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. By your countenance, I take you did not learn anything of use, nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Cartano is consumed by the talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Farsel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Jovanian horde, so I'm not certain what he is dead to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if the 4th Farsel party requires assistance. Who goes there? Raloon? No, stay back. The fiends stay here. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. The Lord Farsel is safe. Bless you, bless, miss, bless you. Curse those fiends, it's as though they knew we were coming. Let's strike on my shoulder. Confound it all, how are we to redeem House Halnerate if we cannot even slay a single Ibis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Halnerate will remember your kindness. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I hope we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scareskin. Moreover, it was House Helmnerate that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house once great name. We have been brought even lower by this despicable accusation of heresy, and despite my best efforts I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches, soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitor, whatever it may be, but even should my protestation fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? I see a reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final fight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Farset at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witnesses became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. And not under reasonable fear, given the zeal at which the Inquisitor Gulimaim has conducted his investigation. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear the Lost Facet name, and by association yours. As I see it, the key to providing Lord Facet, in a sense, is the discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian Rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in the question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Facet. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with the Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Courtenay, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Somewhat tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down with all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey, now, don't give me that look, lass. I'm a house helmeted man, though, and through and through. The heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. And I ain't say the port is what we are bringing. The shipment did it, though I know most of them what work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if you hasn't them, if I wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Could have been the fella that were responsible for the inspections. Isgarian knights, the inquisitors, the lot of them, as if they ever turned their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are most likely suspects. Hate to think of it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to come Dragonhead with white brim frosts this morn. You might consider having a word with them. Well, let's have a word with them then. Beg your pardon, you suspect that the wee porters have been planting the Draconian rosaries in the house Halley narrate shipment? Well, Nev, if you truly believe this nonsense, search our parcel and see what you find. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knight at the White Brim Frost concluded his inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been a culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Hauchint, he will not be held accountable for this. Something happened outside. I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More Draconian rosaries. If in every single parcel bound to the Skyfire locks, that's beggar's belief. Even the Inquisition must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hallinerate's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Facet's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. From the very first, I knew I could not be that many members of the House Hallinarate were heretics. At last we can give the lie to those poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding those developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigier. Tell her that House Fortemps asks, nay, demands that Lord Facet's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been concluded. What is this, my child? Lord Hatchford would have the Inquisition do what? But this is not possible. Inquisitor Gulimir presides over the Lord Farsel's trial, at which drop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Farsel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's hall with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. They have taken Lord Facet to Witch Drop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to the manner of trial. I will not stand idly by allow an innocent man to die, Raloon. I will dispatch you at once, you and one of my knights to Witch Drop to forestall the proceeding. Until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guliaim in person, I will endeavour not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Facet alive. Hi Raloon, as you see, Lord Facet yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but in his guard judge as a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Joycean Chairman Facel the Helimet. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my land have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I'm no different. Since the very birth of our nations, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for the Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of the god and men, leap from the cliffs and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in the Halone's hall, while the wicked shall reveal their wretched forms and be put to the sword. In the name of the House Forteps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Hatchford. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Farsels are without merit. We humbly request that the proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been concluded. Lord Hatchford has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbour private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Facet arrives, Raloon, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. It's our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of the House Hellenate. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, and will may tear ourselves apart. The vivid imagining of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury, Draconian Rosary, the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the Wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Hartford. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Fratzelt, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of what which first brought you to Carteneau, Reloon. Pray locate your errant ship and use it. Lord, I have not the word to exceed my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You are too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hallinarate. Praise Halone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Raloon. Pray visit me a cab Dragonhead once you have recuperated. You look well, Raloon. May I say what a pleasure it is to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Frassel would surely have died defending the honor of a house, and I might well have perished at the hands of the heretics and his wyvern. House Fortoms and House Hallinarate shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray this information provides useful to you. Look at me, stable. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Frassel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in the cart Coethras several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky of the observatorium during this period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone vigil in the fast northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Couchford is, from all indication, quite fond of you, so mayhap you can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. So, you've last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access restricted by decree of House during the Rite. I'll write a letter to the Lord Diremont of White Brim Frost, and request that he grant you the permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business is Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journey, Raloon. May Halone guide you. Wonderful to see you again, Raloon. Is there anything I can do to repay your name in it? So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shamed me to say that it too was once an outpost held by the House Hallimanarate. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Giovanni Horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As you lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House the Darren Dyer instead has been charged with the duty. Given that I doubt that my word will carry much weight with Lord Trinemont, nevertheless I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempt to destroy House Halnerate have yet to be unmasked. Though they plans with foil, they doubtless still harbour great hatred toward us, and toward you now as well. Anyway, we're halfway through the realm Reborn. You desire lodgings with Lord Dreamemond, do you? I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. What do you have here? Letters from Lord Couchfence and Faircell. Is it likely? Oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do. Your timing could not have been worse, traveller. Lord Dreamer's attentions are focused solely on the Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albois. Yes, Sir Albois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the stone room on the opposite side of the yard. Sir Brandy bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he persuaded it, but it's better position to help, but I assure that he is mistaken. Lord Dreamelor has the time to spend speaking with low Rakin's knight such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for the hard chirurgeon Astiden. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Are you here to visit a patient, madame? What's this? Letter of introduction from different houses? With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Goldenox. He should know Lord Demon's current whereabouts. Okay, now. What reasons have you for bringing into... Ah, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Diremond is just up the stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durndale as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regards. You had best state your intention quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and I shall be returning in kind. You should be returning in kind. Permitted you passage? Well, very well, then speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with the scaleskin to secure the airship that may or may not be there. Are you avatar of the Fury herself? We are the Scions of the Seven Dawn, Lord Dreammount. You know our name and you know our deeds. We come to here to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Nan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you are alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by the honeywords words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in his Guardian history, House Durandale marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in White-Bryn Frost, but 3 mysterious strangers. Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and 2 Scions of the Seven Dawns, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by the grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandale would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this matter in farce. The 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandire purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid Raloon, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Dirmount's trust. Understood? You the last responsible for the commotion upstairs. I would travel fast in White-Bryn Frost. I gather you still wish to change the Lord's mind. If there's one thing I learned about the man in my time, is that he listens to the respect and opinion of those under his command. Win over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor soul decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully begging to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using Moodipod tail meat. Would it be quality meat, it's true, but it would be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking Moodipod in a Defin Pass? Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it wakes Moodipies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin.